Hello, my friends. I pray that you're having a blessed day today. Today we're beginning week 3, and the topic for week 3 is the Eucharist and you. Let's dive right into day 15. All you who need rest. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. There is a lot of talk these days about boundaries. It's a psychological term that refers to setting realistic limits for participation in a relationship or activity. These limits are necessary to protect the integrity of an individual or relationship. Relationships need boundaries to remain healthy. Our lives also need boundaries to remain healthy. Do you set realistic limits for your participation in life? God, in his ever-loving providence, gave us the Sabbath as the first boundary, but also as the boundary that gives us the clarity to set all other boundaries. St. Irenaeus observed, "The glory of God is man fully alive." What would your life look like if you were fully alive? What would have to be true for you to become fully alive? God is calling you to wholeness and holiness. Consider the 4 aspects of the human person: physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. In which of these areas are you thriving? In which are you just surviving? And what prevents you from thriving? I suspect it is the sheer busyness of your life, the noise and complexity of modern life, the stress induced by never-ending urgency. Compare that to Jesus' invitation. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble of heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. Matthew 11:28-30. This is one of the most beautiful and compassionate moments in the scriptures. Most of us are weary and burdened. Most of us don't find that burden to be light. And most of us are not getting the rest we need to thrive in every area of life. Rest is a divine activity. God rested on the 7th day, Genesis 2:2, not because he was tired, but because he knew he would get tired and need rest. God rested on the 7th day to set a boundary between the demands of the world and our very human needs. God rested on the 7th day because he was teaching us an essential element necessary to thrive. Modern scientific research shows that people are most satisfied in life when they find a rhythm of working intensely for a period and then completely unplugging and resting for a period. Rest reduces stress by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the opposite of the sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the fight or flight response. Do you ever feel like the whole world is in fight or flight mode? This is why. We are neglecting our legitimate needs for meaningful rest. Brain data also shows that periods of rest boost creativity. How often has the solution to a problem come to you when you go for a walk or step away from your work for an extended period? Rest improves productivity and enhances your ability to make sound decisions. Have you ever noticed that people make poor decisions when they're exhausted? And the endless benefits of great sleep are well documented and ignored by most people. You have an essential need for rest. It's undeniable. Are you ignoring it? It is time to set appropriate boundaries for your life by establishing an authentic Sabbath experience. We inherited the Sabbath tradition from our Jewish spiritual ancestors. The Jewish Sabbath is observed from sundown on Friday to sundown on Saturday. Catholics observe the Sabbath on Sunday. But I know many Catholics, especially those with demanding professional responsibilities, who practice the Sabbath from sundown on Saturday to sundown on Sunday. This allows them to take a couple hours Sunday night to prepare for the week ahead. Honoring the Sabbath sets up the necessary boundaries to fully experience receiving Jesus in the Eucharist during Sunday Mass. When we live with those boundaries and follow God's model of rest, the spiritual fruits we experience are extraordinary. God is interested in the whole person, not just the spiritual aspect. And so, The Sabbath also creates the opportunity for your rest and restoration as a whole person. You may find it helpful to approach the Sabbath with 4 aspects of the human person in mind: physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. Carefree timelessness is essential for a relationship to thrive. No relationship can thrive without restful time together, without an agenda. The Sabbath is an opportunity for carefree timelessness with God and each other. Most people are bored and tired at Mass because they are bored and tired with their lives. When we honor the Sabbath, everything changes. From this place of rest and renewal, we will approach the Eucharist with childlike awe and enthusiasm. Only then will we be able to comprehend what the saints have shared with us about the Eucharist. Like this reflection from Padre Pio: every holy Mass, heard with devotion, produces in our soul marvelous effects, abundant spiritual and material graces, which we cannot fathom. It is easier for the earth to exist without the sun than without the holy sacrifice of the Mass. The Eucharist is the ultimate form of restoration, and it is best experienced in the context of the Sabbath rest. It is time we accepted this gift that God has been trying to give to humanity since the beginning of time. Trust, surrender, believe, and receive. Lesson: set appropriate boundaries for your life by establishing an authentic Sabbath experience. Virtue of the day: rest. The virtue of rest involves taking a break from the activities of life that wear us out and grind us down, to give God a chance to fill us up and build us up. Through rest, you make space in your life for more meaningful activities by taking a break from the less meaningful, mundane activity of your life. Spiritual communion. Jesus, I believe that you are truly present in the holy sacrament of the Eucharist. Every day I long for more of you. I love you above all things, and I desire to receive you into my soul. Since I cannot receive you sacramentally at this moment, I invite you to come and dwell in my heart. May this spiritual communion increase my desire for the Eucharist. You are the healer of my soul. Take the blindness from my eyes, the deafness from my ears, the darkness from my mind, and the hardness from my heart. Fill me with the grace, wisdom, and courage to do your will in all things. My Lord and my God, draw me close to you, nearer than ever before. My friends, to date, this moment concludes day 15 of our 33 days to Eucharistic glory, our pilgrimage through Matthew Kelly's book. He's with Dynamic Catholic, and I encourage all of you to join me in making a comment about what one thing are you taking home with you from this retreat today? What one thing touched you? And perhaps there's something you're going to be applying in your life in the coming weeks. Let us know. For me, I am looking at that Sabbath rest, that we are called to make that rest and make it very intentionally. I love right here where it says on page 73, rest is a divine activity. God rested on the 7th day. This weekend, my husband's coming into town for my son's farewell. He's joining the Air Force today. Please pray for my son, Stephen, or on Monday he leaves for the Air Force. So if you wouldn't mind keeping us in your prayers, because I'm definitely in need of a Sabbath rest. This is the 4th or 5th video I've recorded today, so I can spend the next 5 days with my husband fully attentive and to really, truly, and deeply say farewell to my son until we see him again. With that, I hope that you will join us in the coming days. Tomorrow we'll be doing day 16 of this retreat. If you're watching live, please remember just to join us at 11:45 a.m. That's when I'll be popping onto my Instagram at Authentic Freedom Mentor. And otherwise, you can watch here on YouTube. And if you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe, so that in the future I can do live videos of this nature. And I hope that you'll support me with that. And with that, I want to wish you guys all a blessed day. Take care and God bless. Be well, body and soul.